would you call a funny looking meteor? A comet E. That one's so stupid. I know. I was in the parking lot when I came up with it. All right, so I like history, and I found out this weird fact. In 1776, the Redcoats had this orgy, right? Yeah, the British were coming. The British were coming. Come on, that was a good one. So I work at a liquor store, and I've come to the conclusion after seeing all kinds of people, hospitals are for outside boo-boos, liquor stores are for inside boo-boos. Right? Grocery prices suck right now to the point where, like, if you brag about bringing in $200, you're like, whatever, it's 2 bags. Should have been impressive 10 years ago. Right? So, when I go to the not liquor store, goddamn. When I go to the casino, when I walk in there, you know when the doors open and I think it's Comanche, and you get that whiff of like carpet cleaner and old cigarette smoke? If a white trash was ever a scented candle, right? That's exactly what that shit would smell like. Because like I walk in and I'm like, oh man, Meemaw's house. Add some biscuit and some chitlins to it. Meemaw's house. So my girlfriend loves to have sex with me because she appreciates the small things in life. Which is really weird because I got 2 black baby mamas. How did that happen, right? Once you go white, you know you've been licked right. That's the best rhyme I could come up with. Anyway. My ex-wife though, hold on. My ex-wife, we used to play this game. So we'd be out in public and we'd get weird looks because, it's not every day you see a good-looking black girl with someone that looks like she'd be the Grand Wizard of the KKK. Walk around, they're like, what's that woman doing with that Klan member? Is she okay? She need help? And then they see the kids call me dad and they're like, what the fuck? But we used to play this game because I was like, you don't usually see that. Usually you see a black dude with a white woman that, you ever heard of that term, one man's trash, another man's treasure? The black guys are helping us out. Thank you, black dudes. They're picking up the ones we just don't want. But anyway, so we play a game, and if you would see a couple like us, black girl, white guy, she'd get a point. And if it was black dude, white girl, I'd get a point. And if she was twice his size, it was double the points. She never won. She never won a goddamn time, not one. I met her in the Army, and we started out as fuck buddies in Iraq, so it's no wonder we didn't make it, right? The Army fucked up and put us in the guard tower in the middle of the night. OP-18, and they were doing like construction on the base, and like, so if vehicles were coming, we could see headlights. We're like, put your pants on. Bitch was crazy. One time we went on a marriage retreat at Jekyll Island, Georgia, and it's an old plantation, and we walked into an old slave house, and guess what she made me do? That's right, historical reenactment. She was like, come on, massa. I was like, all right. Yeah, I mean, no wonder that didn't work out, right? That was probably my favorite thing about being in the Army. All the different races and different people. I mean, you want to talk about diversity? That is the fucking Army. It's all basically the only thing we have in common is for the females, they weren't good looking enough to be strippers or hookers, so they joined the military. And then us guys, that's our equivalent of joining, like, how do I get out of this trailer park? So one of my favorite buddies I met was this guy named Tang. He was from Vietnam. And, you make the joke like you call somebody a commie bastard, ha ha ha. He took that shit seriously. You call him a commie bastard, he jumped over a table trying to stab one of our buddies with a plastic fork. I ain't no commie. But we would go on these ruck marches. And you ever seen The Long Walk, that movie that was based on Stephen King movie? Basically 50 kids go on a walk. And if they go slower than 3 miles an hour, they get 3 warnings and they get shot. Right? And it's just walk until the end. The whole time I'm watching that movie, I was thinking about all the road marches we had to go on. Good God, it sucks. 28 miles is the longest I had to walk completely. But anyway, so Tang would be with us, and while you're on this long walk, you're trying to just talk shit to each other. Basically you're just ragging on each other for being different races. And Tang, he would try to fire back stuff at you, but he always had an accent. And then he'd try to flip you off, and he would like look like, dude, you can flip us off with an accent. And he'd be like, ha 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 ha, fuck you Texas, fuck you Texas. I'm like, you know there's an X in Texas. There's a whole song about it. You know, and then like you can flip us off with an accent, and then yeah, anyway, you go, ha ha ha, you got joke. I'm like, yeah, just one. Just one. So yeah, that was real fun. We used to try, like, okay, so when you go out into the field, they have this designated smoking area. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do the Crips joke. There's a designated smoking area, and in that area, you're just trying to one-up each other. And one of my buddies, Cohen, he was from New York. He was a Jew, and he had some good Jew jokes. I'll tell you this one right now. A Jewish man runs to a wall with a boner. What's he break? His nose. I love that. All the best ones. Like, what did Hitler say to the black Jew? Get to the back of the oven. Right? Hey, these weren't mine. These were coming from a Jewish kid. All right, he had a yarmulke and everything. So these were certified Jewish approved. Yeah. All right, this is the last Jew joke, and I'll move on. What does Jews and Boy Scouts, what's the difference? Boy Scouts usually come back from camp. I know, how dark it got. I know, I didn't write that joke. Okay, I didn't write that joke. Okay, all right. Last thing. You know they say the scariest sound in the dark is a charging of a shotgun? It's not. You know what it is? It's the unraveling of duct tape. You know, think about it. You go into the house in the middle of the dark and you're... It could be a long night of, please get that out of my ass. That is a winner. God damn it. I love that joke. All right. I'm out of here. I love you guys. Thanks for hearing me out.